This team fails to not make me smile. Yes, guys, welcome back to yet another video on the YouTube channel, and it has finished. Arsenal 4, Leeds United 1. Just poetry, innit? Gabriel Jesus bagging a brace within 1 week before Easter. He has finally risen after 3 months out, and also not really finding some goal scoring form, so that was really nice to get that monkey off his back, and hopefully we see that sort of consistency from now until the end of the season. Of course, dispatching a penalty and scoring a great goal in the second half, assisted or provided by, of course, Leandro Trossard, back in another assist. I mean, hi, I am your assistant. How may I assist you? This guy is just the king of assists, isn't he? And he has to be up there for one of the best purchases we have made in January. And with 9 games to go, I'm pretty sure Brighton fans would be, even though his attitude stunk towards the end, you cannot deny that this guy was in the team of the season contender, because he was scoring goals, assisting. I know he hasn't scored many goals for Arsenal so far. I mean, the only goal he scored was Brentford. But again, the way he contributes to the team, I'm not too bothered. We spread the goals about all over the place, don't we? It's Xhaka, and then it's Martinelli. Odegaard chips in with a few. Now Ben White from bloody right back is starting to join the party, ain't he? Gabriel, Partey, Xhaka, everybody is getting involved, and it's so pleasing to see how much we have changed, because we used to rely on one player just year in, year out. You know, whether it's Alexis Sanchez, Van Persie, Aubameyang, one period. Now everybody is getting themselves involved, and quite frankly, it wasn't one of our best performances. I've got to be honest. In the opening 30 minutes, it was pretty lacklustre. Leeds did very well to frustrate us, and you're watching that thinking, Leeds have come with a game plan here. But as soon as we got that penalty, which I thought was a penalty, you can definitely see the contact between the studs, with the studs and the knee. They clash, and Jesus goes down. It is a penalty, and Jesus dispatches that really, really well. And then he goes and bags the second goal in the second half, which was really, really nice. Ben White, I mean, Mr. Consistent, isn't he? He has to be the best right back in the Premier League this season. I don't care what anybody says. And the maddest thing is, he's not even a right back, and he's playing so well. The overlapping runs, the way he peels off whoever's in front of him, it's just glorious to watch. He's got a great ball on him, and he's getting, like I said, he's getting into positions where he can score goals. So fantastic performance by Ben White today once again. Rob Holding deserves a special mention. Now, I am praying that Saliba is fit for next week, because, again, it'll be a completely different kettle of fish if Holding was going to be named in that team selection away at Anfield. But you've got to hand him his flowers. He has done a job at centre-back in these past few games. It's a shame he didn't get a clean sheet, but again, you can't really blame him. We haven't kept a clean sheet, really. I know he's been part of that defence, but it's not caused by him, which is what I was trying to say. Again, he was commanding, and like I said, he just does a job. He's not gonna, produce a 10 out of 10 worldy performance that is out of this world. He's just someone that drops a 6, a 7 out of 10 whenever he is needed to be called upon. Partey, Xhaka, Odegaard. I tell you what, I thought Odegaard had a little bit of a quiet one. even though he got a brilliant assist for the fourth goal. I mean, that was a ball and a half straight onto Granit Xhaka's Barnet. 10 goal contributions so far this season for Granit Xhaka. It would be the best redemption story, not only in Arsenal history, but in Premier League history, if we do end up winning the Premier League, because after sticking his middle finger up at the entire club, the fan base, getting stripped of his captaincy, and then winning the Premier League 3 years later would be poetic. It really would. Partey consistently dictating the midfield. I mean, on the right, we didn't even go with Saka. We actually went for Trossard, Jesus and Martinelli. Saka was on the bench. That just shows how scary this Arsenal team really is. We were without Bukayo Saka. I know he was on the bench, but he didn't start for the full 90 minutes for the first time, I believe, this season. I mean, it just shows that it's just scary hours for the Premier League, apart from us. Because, again, we all know Bukayo Saka is one of our best players. He is well and truly world class. But don't take anything away from the likes of Trossard, the way he contributes to the team as well. Martinelli always looked threatening. I think the only thing that was missing was a goal. And yeah, that is going to for sure give Arteta a selection headache for next week. Who does he go for? Does he play Jesus through the middle? Does he go with Trossard? Does he bring Saka back in, who of course just won Player of the Month? It is going to be very interesting to see what the team selection is going to be like next week. Of course, what I was going to say, I had what I was going to say, but oh my God, my mind has gone blank. I'm sure it will come back to me. Yeah. Oh, Liverpool. That's what I was going to mention. I literally just mentioned. Well, why on earth? How on earth do I forget that? I've no clue. I've got short-term memory. But Liverpool next week at Anfield. We haven't won there since 2012. But again, we didn't beat Tottenham since 2012. So every record can get broken, and hopefully Arsenal can go there. Hopefully, defensively, we are sound, and we just go about our business, and hopefully we get those 3 points at Liverpool. Also, another thing we are forgetting is they're playing midweek. We're not, so we've got a full week to prepare for that Liverpool game next week. And another thing I wanted to mention was the substitutions. I thought they were a little bit too sooner. Bringing off Partey, I can understand that because he has been playing every game for Ghana on international duty, and he did leave international duty early because there was a slight problem. So, yeah, get 65 minutes under his belt and then take him off. I completely get that. I'm not against it. However, I don't think, I wouldn't say risking, but I don't think bringing on Saka was the right move. I mean, we're 3-0 up. He's just come back from an illness that he has picked up all week. Hence why we haven't seen him holding the Player of the Month award. He has been ill all week, and yeah, I do understand that Saka, at the same time, did need sort of a rest because we cannot afford injuries to happen, especially for players like Saka. So maybe we could have just left him on the bench, really, let him soak up his fitness, and then we've got him, of course, fresh for next week. And maybe we could have brung on Nelson on the right, give him some minutes, because he definitely deserves minutes after he has improved, shall I say. He's starting to shoot a lot more. Of course, the scenes, the limbs he caused against Bournemouth I think he deserves some minutes. So I was a little bit disappointed he didn't make an appearance. But again, I wasn't against him bringing on Xhaka. It was just maybe you play minutes to gain fitness. I don't know. I'm not the manager at the end of the day, and that's why Arteta is, really. So yeah, thank you guys for watching another match review. I know it's a little bit of a short one. I could have gone on for days, but yeah, it's just a match review at the end of the day, and there's not really a lot to talk about. It's another 4-1 win, and 9 more cup finals to go. Hopefully we can do it and beat Liverpool next week. Thank you for watching, as always. Sorry for the lack of uploads lately. I've been incredibly busy this week, so plenty more uploads will be coming your way, so don't you worry about that. So yeah, subscribe to the channel on my road to 1K, and I'll see you in the next one. Laters.